Okay, I'm not gonna wear the sunglasses throughout the entire review. I mean, you're not supposed to wear sunglasses indoors. It makes you look like an asshole. Down, 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 down. I love how much 80s cheese this film has. It's so good. So, in anticipation for Top Gun Maverick, a film I think that looks absolutely fantastic, I finally sat down and watched the original Top Gun, and overall, I liked it. But I will not say the film is a masterpiece. In fact, I liken this film to, say, a Rocky 3 or a Rocky 4. It's not a masterpiece of a film or anything, but it is entertaining because it is so cheesy and corny. That is one of the strongest highlights of the original Top Gun, is just how self-aware it is that it is so cheesy and corny. It's like, it's so good. The fact that they just keep using and abusing Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone is just... it's perfection. Highway to the danger zone. But you've also got an incredibly charismatic lead performance from Tom Cruise as Pete David Mitchell Maverick, and he is so good. He is just so charismatic. The scene he has with Meg Ryan's character at the bar. Slight correction. Kerry McGillis actually played Charlotte, who is Tom Cruise's love interest in Top Gun. Meg Ryan played Carol, who is Goose's wife. The pickup line he uses is so smooth, and the way he delivers it is just so charming. Just, Tom Cruise is an amazing movie star, and just, he's one of the best in the business. Just the fact that he loves movies, he loves making movies, he is a terrific actor, and not only that, he is just so dedicated to giving audiences an incredibly thrilling and enjoyable experience. It's also insane looking back at this film and just seeing how young Tom Cruise looks. I mean, Tom Cruise is nearly 60, and he doesn't look 60, but seeing how young he looked in the 80s is just crazy. Like, you look at him now, and you look him back in the 80s, he has aged, but not by much. I also really enjoyed the brotherly dynamic between Maverick and Goose, and I really like the line Maverick says to Goose, where he tells Goose that if something bad was to happen to Goose, he wouldn't know what to do with himself because Goose is his only family. And it really sets up Maverick's character arc for the third act of the film, because the third act of the film is pretty much Maverick trying to pick himself up after Goose's death, and I think it is done quite effectively. And now that I've mentioned it, Goose's death was actually quite shocking to me, and it's not because I didn't know Goose died. Going into the film, I knew Goose died. But funnily enough, it wasn't due to exposure on the internet that I knew Goose died. It was actually due to Daredevil Season 1. In Daredevil Season 1, where Matt Murdock meets Foggy Nelson for the first time in college, Matt Murdock actually explicitly spoils Top Gun. He goes, yeah, Goose died. And I was like, wait, what? And so going in, I knew Goose died, but the way he died was actually quite shocking to me. I didn't know that he died trying to inject himself, but he smacked his head against the cockpit. It was really abrupt and jarring, but in a good way. When he is dead in the ocean and you have Maverick cradling him in the water, it's really good and impactful. Another character dynamic I also really enjoyed in this film was the unintentional sexual chemistry between Val Kilmer's Iceman and Tom Cruise's Maverick. For some weird reason, every scene between the two of them, there is this weird sexual chemistry, and it is hilarious. But also, the character arc that Maverick and Iceman go through is also pretty nice. The idea that they first start off against one another, Iceman doesn't like Maverick because he thinks he's too hot-headed, but as the film goes on, they learn to trust each other, and Maverick ends up saving Iceman's life in the field, and it's good stuff. But realistically, the selling point of Top Gun is Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. The director obviously loves this song because he can't go 15 minutes without playing the song, and it's just so iconic, and the fact that it is used to score the film just really helps add to the 80s cheese of it. It's perfect. Now, one of the things I do find amusing about this film is that the enemy that they are fighting isn't really explicitly mentioned. It's just, yep, you have the people at Top Gun going into jets, and they go into aerial combat missions, and they're fighting an enemy, but we have no idea who the enemy is. Like, is it Russia? Is it China? Is it Vietnam? I got no clue. But to keep this short and sweet, I think Top Gun is an enjoyably cheesy film. I liken it to a Rocky 3, a Rocky 4. It's not a masterpiece of a film or anything, but at the end of the day, I can understand why people regard this film to be a near and dear treasure and that it's iconic, because, I mean, it is. I mean, not for the right reasons, it is just incredibly corny and cheesy, but that is this film's charm. You do have some nice performances from Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer and Anthony Daniels and the rest, but realistically, the main star of the show is Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. Highway to the the danger zone. But those are just my thoughts on the original Top Gun. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like this film? Do you hate this film? Do you love this film? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, follow me on social media, all that good stuff. And until we meet again, I'll see you guys next time. Highway to the danger zone.